Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Advice to Think Twice. The February tarotscopes, and this is for Sagittarius, and it's the last one. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. You can also watch this if you're dealing with the Sagittarius. This is for Milagros. You were asking, you're like, please don't forget about Sagittarius. Here it is. So yeah, keep an open mind. Be sure to watch all your signs. I'm using the Muse Tarot deck and the Heaven and Earth Tarot deck. And there's an unboxing walkthrough type thing, video, on my channel as well. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius in February 2021. Bear with me. My cats. Sagittarius, let's see. Sagittarius for February 2021. What can Sagittarius expect in February 2021? Okay, lots of pages. And there's another page. Lots of pages, right? Bottom of the deck, Awakening. This is the Judgment card in this deck. And you have the Wheel of Fortune as well, and the Sun card. Okay, so, and almost all the pages in the deck. What I get right away, because you have the Sun card as your current situation and the challenge of the Ten of Materials or the Ten of Pentacles. So for some of you, you want out of a commitment, you want out of Swords crowning you, but coming out of it with the Six of Inspiration or the Six of Wands. So there might have been too many people in a relationship, or you have had many options. With Seven of Swords, you've had to kind of be discerning, obviously keep things to yourself, maybe dealing with multiple people at the same time, or you were someone's option, right? Part of someone's options with the Seven of Swords. There's some sort of secrecy that has gone on surrounding too many people involved, okay? And you're getting out of it with the Six of Inspiration. This is where, you know what, I'm no one's option. I'm better off by myself. No, thank you. Carry on. Thank you and good night. In the past, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune can talk about like an ongoing on again, off again type cycle. It can also talk about some sort of soulmate relationship with the Awakening card here. And look, you have the Death card under that and the Temperance card under that, and that's your energy. So an ending that came back around, or this is what you're dealing with. Something that ended and they're trying to come back. Why? Because you treated them so well. Them, you, not so much, but isn't that how it goes? In the position representing you, we have the Page of Voices or the Page of Swords. You know what's up. You know what's up. You see through this person. You're very circumspect. You know, you're very skeptical. Can be quite blunt in your communication. Because it's like, I have no reason to be nice to you. I can be civil, but I will speak the truth. I don't have to filter it for, to spare your feelings, And this is also where you're looking for the truth. You want the truth. You want confirmation. You want proof. You're not taking anyone's word for it. You want proof coming your way from different sources or with immature energy. In your hopes and fears, we have the Muse of Swords. This is the King of Swords in this deck. So the hope is for the truth, or the hope is that someone's grown up, or the hope is that someone will keep a commitment they make. And the outcome, we have the Page of Materials or the Page of Pentacles. So again, there's communication, there's conversations going on, there's all sorts of offers coming your way. For some of you, you're dealing with 3 different people. This is your energy, right? And maybe they're pushing you to choose one of them. But you know what? At the end of the day, with the Six of Inspiration, the Six of Wands, you're like, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be in a commitment. I'm happy with how things are. But someone might be pushing you to make a choice. That could be the case. And at least one of them options is someone you've dealt with in the past. They want to resurrect this. This could also be the energy of the same person that's trying to either come back into your life or to, it's like they're bargaining with you. What will it take for a commitment? And they're offering you something and you're like, no, I don't really want this. And then fine, okay. And then they're coming up with a different offer that's a little bit different and they're offering something else. And you're like, no, still no. And then they're like, okay, how about this? This could also be the energy of negotiation in terms of money or job or responsibilities or expectations. You're keeping, your cards close to your chest with the Seven of Swords here. As you should. You're putting a poker face on. Because with the Sun, I'm getting that you're very popular. People, if I can speak, people are drawn to you, either want to be with you, date you, work with you, for you to work for them. You're very popular. You have a lot of attention on you, Sagittarius, as you're coming into the month. So expect offers and opportunities for stability and long-term gain. It's up to you to be discerning with what it is that you want at the end of the day. You can't have everything. And I feel like the offers that are presented to you are very, very different. So it's up to you to decide which direction you want to go in. I do see someone from the past coming back, like with a vengeance. Like they don't want to take no for an answer. So you keep telling them no and they keep coming up with a counter offer or another offer. Let's see. Clarify the energies for Sagittarius for February 2021. What's the Sun about as they come into the month? The Five of Wands. This is, you have a lot of options, Sagittarius. You have a lot of options with job, with people, with financial opportunities, whatever the case may be. The Ten of Pentacles as the challenge. We have the Five of Pentacles as the challenge, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like this is telling you can't have everything. The challenge is making some cuts. The challenge is saying no to some people, right? Someone's going to get left out. Someone's going to get left behind, and that's simply the way it is. It's the nature of these choices that you have to make. Three of materials in the foundation. Yeah, we have the Justice card. So this could be multiple contracts offered to you. This could also be separation, breakup, cutting ties, because there's too many people there. There's too many people involved. I also get being cherry-picked. So I don't know if this is where you're part of a team, but they only want you type energy. Or it's the energy of you going to interviews and they cherry-pick you. The King of Swords again here with the King of Swords and your hopes and fears. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You also have Libra with the Justice here as well. So I feel like that is telling you, and you have the Seven of Swords crowning you and the Page of Swords representing you. You're trying to be very rational and you're trying to be very realistic and do what is fair for you. You're not trying to think about anyone else at this time, as you should, because it is about you here. And it's not necessarily, it's not that you're selfish or it's not egotistical, but you have some valuable offers on the table, Sagittarius, and you have to be discerning. You have to make it just about you. What's this in the past? The Death card, the Awakening, and the Wheel of Fortune. What happened in the past? The Ten of Wands. Yeah, and the Death card again. So there was an ending. It was very dragged out. And I feel like everything changed. So if this was about a breakup, everything changed. Hi, Sandra. Sneaking to watch your work. Okay, don't get in trouble. Cannot wait. Love you too, Sandra. Thanks so much. You're always commenting and you're always sending me your support. I really appreciate it. Hi, Mindy. Right. So whatever happened and whatever ended, I feel like it changed everything for you. So it could have been a really bad breakup where you had to break up, move out, sell your car, sell your assets to be able to get back financially, back on track, to be able to afford moving into someplace else, stuff like that. You may even lost a job, so whatever this ending was, or if you lost a job, then you had to sell your car, then you had to downsize because you couldn't afford to live where you were. So this was a big ending, like a very big shift. That's why you have all those major arcanas there. And it's like this person is now trying to come back. Like, seriously? But you see right through them. There is no getting back with this person. And you know this. You're just not interested. I feel like you're tempted with that Seven of Swords to trick them or to play with their emotions or to lead them on, kind of in a way to get back at them for what they did to you, even if it's like to a lesser degree. Look, you have the Justice card in your reading, so I'm going to advise against that. You will do what you want to, but with the Justice card here, it's almost like they're saying, you create karma right now. So do you want to play with someone's feelings? Because then we'll bring you someone who will play with yours, so you feel what that is like, so that you learn maybe not to do that again, because that's kind of how it works, isn't it? So just, I don't know, take that for what it's worth. Let's see, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. You are blocking this person. You're being very defensive. You're like, you put a very good poker face on, Sagittarius. You're like, these are my boundaries. These are my expectations. This is what I want. I do not compromise. I do not want to meet in the middle. This is what I want. And it's almost like with the Seven of Swords, you know when you're bluffing, that's what I want to say. You're bluffing a little bit. You're like, let's see if they give me this. Let's see if I get this on pure boldness, just me being bold. And I feel like you'll get it. You will get it, whatever this is. If you're going into getting a job with this attitude, if you're going into getting a house with this attitude, I see a lot of negotiation energy here, but you're like, poker face, let's see if I get it. It's almost like a little bit of a game to you. And you get it. The Six of Wands, you get it. That's a victory energy. Look, Three of Wands, you get it. And again, you have this three. You have three different options. Hi, Sonia. Bear with me till I get to the end, please. Okay, I'll pull a card for you. Or not. Yeah, you've got three different options. You got three different options because you have three different pages and three different offers on the table. So I don't know if this is, it could be the same. That's part of your work. That's part of your job. Yes, Sonia. Just bear with me till I get to the end. Hi. It could be part of your job, where you're dealing with multiple people, and tenders and bids and negotiations of all sorts and negotiations of salaries or contracts or investments, whatever the case may be. It could be part of your job, in which case this is going to be a very successful month for you. But for most of you, I feel like you have to choose between what is being presented to you, and you might have three very solid offers. Let's see, this Page of Swords in the position of how you see yourself. Seven of Cups, yeah, another seven. So sevens are all about truth and strength, spirituality, clarity, choices, right? So you see yourself, you're aware you have all these options. And you're aware that some of them are better for you than the others. So that's why you're trying to be discerning. That's why you're trying to be completely rational to make the best decision that you can in this situation. The Page of Wands coming in, the Moon, so this could be where you have to make your decision by, let's say, the 3rd week of the month. This could also be, I'm getting this energy of bluffing, because you have the Seven of Swords, you have the Moon, but I feel like that's your energy. You're playing your cards close to your chest, you're bluffing a little bit, you're testing it out. Let's see if I can get this. And on that, just with that confidence and bold energy, you get it. Let me pull one more card on the Moon. Yeah, see, the Eight of Pentacles. I'm seeing the Moon because it could be like waiting for something, or it could be where it reaches its peak and you receive that information like a full moon sake. So this is, again, news about offer made in terms of house, property, buying, selling assets, money, new job. This could be for the same thing, for the same type of job, role, promotion, whatever the case may be, but you have multiple trials to go through, multiple interviews, and every time they're giving you something else, every time they're throwing a different scenario at you. Hopes and fears, we have that King of Swords again, so you're trying to be completely rational, you're trying to, that's poker face, that is poker face. And the Page of Materials, or the Page of Pentacles in the outcome, the Three of Swords. Don't take too long because all these options are going to go away. What is this? Clarified. And the Magician, yeah. If you don't pick one, they're going to all go away. So play your games, test it out, be bold. Judgment card at the bottom of the deck. But don't take too long or don't go too far, because you might miss out on all these opportunities. Okay? That's a possibility. So just take that for what it's worth. And for others of you, this is, you repeatedly say no to this person, whether they're an ex or someone you used to work with or for, whatever this is, this opportunity that's coming back from the past, the situation that's coming back from the past that destroyed you the last time you went through it. It just wrecked you. You had to start completely from scratch. And this is coming back, and you keep saying no to it. No, no, no. You'll say no to it 3 times before it goes away, before they accept the answer. Okay? But for others of you, again, just, test it out. See as far as you see how far you can go with this and what you can get out of it. But just be mindful of where to stop, because you might cost yourself some opportunities by being too bold and too cocky. So just take that for what it's worth. But I also see you, in the end, making a choice. Because the Three of Swords is also the energy of not everyone can come, and I can't be there for everyone, and I can't do everything for everyone. Hi, Other Roxy. Hi. You're sweet. She's my bonus sister, guys. That's what I call her. Sister-in-law, but she's my bonus sister. But I do see you making a choice in the end. Okay? You've looked at everything on that table. You've assessed all those options, and you've chosen one. Okay, so you're choosing one and going for it. Or if this is in the case of love and romance, and you just simply want to stay single because you have your guard up, just be mindful not to play with people's emotions. I will say that, because you have the Justice card there. Just be mindful of that. And it's easy to do, and maybe you don't even intend to, so it's important that you're careful with that. But I see you just staying single because you're happy single. All right. If this is where you're looking for a partner, you're going to have a lot of different options. You will. Again, just be mindful. You're going to have to kind of pick one in the end by the end of the month, because otherwise I get this feeling like they're going to find out about each other, and they're all just going to say, okay, fine, I don't want to be an option. You deal with them. And then everyone's going to say that, and you'll be by yourself at the end of the month thinking, oh, what happened? What just happened? Okay? You're going to have options, though. But I get the energy of negotiation very, very strongly. And I feel like 3rd time's the charm. So I don't know if you can go asking for something and then asking for more, like up to 3 times, or the third time is when the offer is going to go through, or something along those lines. Okay. So Sagittarius, that's your reading. I hope it makes sense and I hope it helps you. It's amazing. It's amazing. So you're going to have to let me know. It always cracks me up. So I'm just going to pull a card for Sanya. Do you want a card, Sandra? You still there? Or did you get caught? I hope you didn't get caught at work. And hi, Mindy. Do you have a question, Mindy? So I'll pull cards for Sandra, for Mindy, for Sanya, and Roxy. If you want a card, I'll pull a card or two for you as well. Okay? So let me know. Fire those questions at me, guys. I'm going to start with Sanya because she already gave me her question. So let's see. What does he feel about me? Why is he with me in this connection? His intentions. Okay. So what are his intentions towards Sanya and their connection? What are his intentions towards Sanya and this connection? So you have the Fool, the Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Swords with the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. He enjoys the chase, and he enjoys the passion and the flirting and the texting and all of that. However, he doesn't intend to settle down. He doesn't intend to commit, Sanya. So just be careful with that. Be careful how far you take it. I can see there's a lot of anxiety, and you need clarification over this because I feel like his behavior is conflicting. Says one thing and does another, but it's because he doesn't want a relationship. He doesn't want a commitment. He sees it as something very, very restrictive, as something that would tie him down, and he doesn't want that. He enjoys the passion and being in the moment and flirting and all of that. He enjoys the fun side of it, but he doesn't want it to go further than that at this point. Okay, so take that for what it's worth. If that's something that you enjoy, go for it. Hold on. But if you're looking for commitment, it's not going to come. And I feel like you might end up, not from him, you might end up getting your feelings hurt. Okay, so I hope that helps. The Chariot and the Two Materials. So the Chariot and the Two of Pentacles just flew out of the deck before you asked what to do. So with this, it's saying, decide what you want to do with this. If you can have fun with it and you don't mind the fact that, it's here today, not so much tomorrow, it's in and out, it's the fun side of it, then go for it and try to, have fun and enjoy yourself. But he's not going to commit. He is talking to other people. He likes attention. He likes to have options, and he's not going to change anytime soon. Okay? So it just depends on what you really want. If you're looking for commitment, he's not the one. If you're looking for some fun, go ahead. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say that he's happy in his own life. He's running from something. He's running from his emotions. He's running from his own issues because he doesn't want to face them. And that's why he doesn't get too deep with anyone. That's why he doesn't truly open up to anyone, because he's running away from things he doesn't want to face. But Sanya, you can't help him with that. Okay? So let's see. Mindy. Feeling so tired and so drained. Getting tired of my girlfriend. And I'm finding it hard to break up. Okay, Mindy. Well, I want to say that you're feeling tired and drained because the situation is tiring you out. Thanks for the feedback, Sanya. At least now you know what's going on and you can make your decisions accordingly. You know what I mean? I know it's not really what you wanted to hear, but I feel like it's something that you needed to hear to make sure that you don't get hurt. So let's see. So Mindy, I feel like you're just going through the motions, especially with this. I feel like you're just going through the motions. You can't trust her. And I feel like you've been I haven't even pulled cards and I will, but I just intuitively what I'm picking up, you've been giving it time, hoping that it gets better, hoping that the trust comes back almost. But deep down, you do not trust, and you won't trust her again. And you've been feeling tired and drained because the situation is draining you because it's dragging out. Okay, so let's see. Advice from Mindy regarding the situation with her girlfriend and breaking up. What does she need to know? Yeah, see, no matter how good it's going to get, you have the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Strength card. No matter how good it might get between you two, Mindy, you might move in together, you might live together, you might get married, you're still going to be holding back with the Strength card. You will still be protecting your heart. You will still be doubtful. It's almost like you will continue to wait for the other shoe to drop. That's what I'm getting. You also have the Magician and the Five of Voices and the Queen of Voices. So Five of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Magician. It's almost like you can't convince yourself to trust the situation again. You can't convince yourself, talk yourself into, or her to talk you into, or convince you with words. But you know what I mean? She can't convince you with words, but the actions aren't going to convince you either. I'm going to be honest with you, Mindy. I feel like the moment you found out she cheated, it ended for you emotionally. The moment you found out, it ended. And it's almost like you've been going through the motions, trying to figure out if it can get better, if it can be recovered. Yeah, you do live together. If it can get better, if it can be recovered, but I feel like emotionally, so rationally, you might have told yourself different things. She might have said things. You might have said things. You might have talked things through. You might actually feel comfortable with what was said. Maybe there was asking for forgiveness and promises made and stuff like that. And rationally, you might be comfortable with that. Emotionally, though, you're guarded. You're 100% guarded. And I feel like you will, if you continue, you will be in this place of waiting for the other shoe to drop, or waiting for it to happen again, or waiting for something else to happen, because you're very, very guarded. So let's see, advice from Mindy for her highest good. What's her advice for her highest good? I feel like what's holding you back from going through with the breakup that you've been thinking about is the fact that you start thinking about what it will mean and how things will have to change. So it's like, okay, but if I break up with her, then I'm going to have to find another place to live. Or if she moves out, then I have to figure out my money to be able to afford this on my own. Then, you're going through the thoughts of what would happen if you went through with the breakup. And it's almost like you're trying to talk yourself out of doing it. But at the same time, you're miserable. And it's affecting your health, Mindy. That's why you're tired. That's why you're exhausting. It's affecting your health because you're holding on to this energy. So let's see. Advice from Mindy for her highest good on how to deal with this. The Three of Swords, the Six of Materials, Four of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. No matter how good it gets between the two of you, there will always be distrust. Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Cups is someone who is emotionally detached. So you're going through the motions with the Eight of Pentacles, but your emotions are in there. Your heart isn't in there because your heart is being protected by yourself, right? The advice, if you can stay friends, I feel like you can continue to live together. You can continue to, I feel like maybe this is how you feel, but I feel like if you stopped being a couple, not a lot would change between the two of you. Does that make any sense? I mean, you could still live together. You could still do the things that you do now. Go out for walks and hikes if you do that, and watch movies together and cook or whatever the case may be. You would just not be a couple. Dare I say that it would make you kind of happy? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I know it's very painful, to say the least. But the advice is, hi, Kimberly. The advice is, if you can have the conversation and stay friends, try that. And if it doesn't work out, although I see chances for it kind of being, you could still keep the friendship and be roommates and continue to do everything you've been doing, just not be a couple. But I feel like as soon as you have that conversation, Mindy, you will feel better within yourself. It's almost like you will feel the weight lifted. Because at this point, you have to focus on your health. It's not even about anything else, Mindy. It's affecting your health, and it will continue to go downhill, I'm sorry to say, until this is addressed. Okay? Because it's eating up inside quite literally. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Other Roxy. Buying a house in the near future or this year. Okay, what do we see for Roxy buying a house this year? Is that possible? What's coming up for in terms of buying a house? I get that 2022 will be a better year for that. So we have the Three of Wands. Sorry, Roxy, bear with me 1 second. What I got with that, Mindy, is she's more into the relationship because she wants to make up for what she did. So I'm going to be blunt, I'm going to be honest, but I'm feeling like she's coming from a place of feeling guilty and wanting to make it better, make herself feel better as well. You know what I mean? By making it up to you rather than deep emotions, if that makes sense. Okay? So Roxy, I feel like you will get the process going, like properly get the process going more towards the end of the year, like October time. Until then, I'm seeing you kind of look at things online and planning it and kind of thinking about it. But I see you actually going out and seeing properties towards the end of the year during the time of Scorpio. When is that? October. October, November. Actually going and looking at places. And I feel like the sale would go through in 2022. Yeah, the Hermit with the Star. There's a bit of a waiting period. I feel like next year around Aquarius time, which is where we're at, right? So what is that? January, February. You're so very welcome, Mindy. I hope it helps. It's a difficult situation, but when it starts affecting your health, you know what I mean? Sorry, Roxy. So yeah, I see you like looking at stuff online and planning it and envisioning it and talking about it, maybe doing like vision boards for this. But later in the year, around the time of Scorpio, which is October, November time, is when you actually get the process rolling, meaning you actually start to go see properties. I feel like you're going to have two very solid options. And then it's a waiting game of you putting in an offer. It's a bit of a waiting game, but it will go through and you'll get good news about this around the time of Aquarius in 2022. And again, that's like January, end of January, February time. So I hope that helps, Roxy. Okay, I'm going to do Kimberly, and then we'll be done, guys, okay? Hi, Kimberly. I always see you in my comments. Thanks for being so supportive. What do you see for me in my love life? Sagittarius rising. Okay. What's coming up for Kimberly's love life? Angels and guides, what's coming up for Kimberly's love life? Kimberly's love life. Okay, well, you have options. I got an energy of hesitation. You know what I feel like, Kimberly? I feel like you want options, and then when you get the options, you start feeling shy. And it's almost like you start to doubt yourself and kind of pull back. That's the energy that I'm getting. You will have options. The Knight of Wands talks about, and the Emperor here, the Devil. So I've got fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in particular with the Emperor. I've got Capricorn energy here. I also have water sign energy, Cancer in particular. Isn't it interesting? We just did Sagittarius and they were talking about 3 different options. And I'm seeing 3 different options for you as well. The advice for you, Kimberly, and again, you have someone from the past trying to come back, but then you also have these other options, right? And your advice is to take a chance with the Fool, because I feel like the more people come up to you and flirt with you or ask you out or whatever the case may be, the more you get a little bit shy and start to backtrack and kind of pull away. That's what I'm seeing. Your ex's birthday this month. There is some conversation with your ex. Page of Cups and the 6 of Cups. So Kimberly, you have options, right? Quite a few. If you don't know all these people yet, you will very soon. I see the Page of Cups here with the Moon as well. So I feel like online communication, but also face-to-face or meeting through friends and family, because there's a Cups energy there. And you have these very solid options. So I feel like try a change of pace and try to put yourself out there, pick one and go with it. You know what I mean? And listen, don't be afraid to make a choice. Don't be afraid to say no to someone and pick someone else, because what if it doesn't work? If it doesn't work, you can always just try again. You know, get yourself back out there, meet more people and all that. So don't let that kind of fear hold you back from making a choice, because again, if you take too long and if you close off, the choices are going to kind of dissipate. Okay, so that's what I see for you, Kimberly. I hope that makes sense. Okay guys, 2 more and that's it. Okay, it's really late over here and I have to go eat, so I'm going to do Jenna's question. Hi, thanks for liking and subscribing. And I'm going to do Tara Marie and then we'll be done. You're very welcome, Roxy. So let's see. Jenna. Some things were paid by. Oh, thanks, Roxy. Appreciate it. The PayPal link is in the description box below. Kimberly, I get it. Trust me, I do. But you're going to have to make a choice. So even if you choose your ex, just fully choose your ex, and whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's see. Tara Marie. What's coming up romantically? I'm going to do Tara, and then I'm going to do Jenna, okay? And then we'll be done, please. Sorry. It's late, and I'm hungry, so I want to be much use anyway. So let's see. Tara. What's coming up romantically for Tara Marie? What's coming up romantically for Tara Marie? Yeah, I was going to say, I'm getting that what you're waiting to hear on or hear from. You're very welcome, Kimberly. is coming through. 4 weeks. There is this energy of on again, off again, potentially with the Taurus. Something that was suspended. So there has been no communication for a while. Maybe someone was afraid of commitment. If this isn't a Taurus, someone was afraid of commitment. And there hasn't been any sort of communication with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. I do see communication with the potential for a reconciliation, Tara. So I see you being on again soon, if that is something that you want. Yeah, look, communication, Ace of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles after a time of waiting, and the Hermit being kept out. Now, it is Mercury retrograde, so I'm not surprised at seeing the past coming back, because you also have the Judgment card there. And what I'm going to say is, even if you don't want to go back to the past, Tara, you have to deal with it and close it off, kind of get closure from it before you can have someone new come in. So that's why I'm not seeing anyone new come in, because you still have to deal with the ex, or you still have to deal with the past, whether that is trying again or making your peace with it, or getting closure from it, saying your piece, whatever the case may be. Okay, Tara? And Jenna, what will happen with Caleb this 2021? Okay. He's a Libra, right? Well, there is communication. You had that Ace of Swords. Well, a lot of us are dealing with very similar energies, especially with Mercury retrograde. So I'm not surprised that I'm reading for someone and someone else is like, oh yeah, that's my situation as well. Hey, if the messages resonate, take them. You know what I mean? We can learn from each other. Jenna, what will happen with Caleb? You blocked him. Yeah, we can't move on. Even though we block someone, we think we're done. We're not until we deal with it. So, okay, Jenna, what will happen with Caleb in 2021? Okay. Well, what are you doing, Jenna? I've got like 3 kings over here. The Hierophant, you were talking about similar energies. So I've got the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, the Empress. So you said he's a Libra, did you? Yeah, and you're a Virgo. And then the 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. So Jenna, what I'm seeing is you're stuck on the ex, right? It's funny how these kings came out on this side of you, because I'm seeing it as the Empress, and then the Libra came out on the other side of you, right? And then the 8 of Pentacles with the 2 of Cups tells me that you want to work on this. Yeah, you want to work on this with the Libra. Okay, you want to invest in this. You have other options. You're not interested in them. A Taurus stands out. So let's see. What will the Libra do? What is he thinking? What is his intentions towards Jenna? World. Look, the Libra, I'm sorry to say, we have the Hermit, we have the World, the 9 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. The Libra is still sneaky, still half-truth, still non-committal, still wants to be single or to have the freedom. If he can be in a relationship and be free at the same time, that would be his perfect relationship. You know what I mean? That's the feeling that I'm getting with him. He's very, very defensive. So if you were to reach out to him and talk about, hey, let's work on this, let's reconcile, I feel like he would either just ignore you or leave you on scene with that 7 of Swords. And listen, if that's the case, he just does not deserve you. He simply does not deserve you. I also hear he will come back when he sees you've moved on, Jenna. Okay. So you have other options. That's good. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so give him space. Just leave him alone, basically, right? Be civil with him, be nice, but treat him like just a random person, as it were. Don't give him indication. Yeah, pretty much, Jenna. And the funny thing with that is once you have moved on, you'll realize you don't even want him back. Yeah, I can see you're not in contact. So your advice, Jenna, is to move on. Easier said than done, I know, girl, I know. But move on and really try to move on. Don't do it just to make this guy jealous, or don't do it just thinking he's going to come back. Really move on. I feel like these options that you're talking to, they're valid. They're solid. Okay? And you need to give it a go. You need to give it a proper chance. Okay? So I hope that helps you. All right. Okay, guys. So that's that. I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for commenting and interacting. And I hope you've enjoyed your readings. I hope you enjoyed the Sagittarius reading. You're very welcome. Just try, Jenna. Okay, just try. I feel like it'll be good for you. I'll leave it there. Have a fantastic month, and stay tuned for more videos, guys. Okay. Bye for now. Love you guys.